इंडियन मीडिया बहुत बाइस्ड है यार। इंडियन मीडिया का दूसरा नाम ही गोदी मीडिया है। देखो, वर्ल्ड प्रेस फ्रीडम इंडेक्स तक में इसकी रैंक कितनी नीचे है, बांग्लादेश भी इससे ऊपर है। हमेशा टीआरपी के लिए काम करती है ये। ऑनेस्टली, वर्ल्ड शुड नॉट बिलीव इंडियन मीडिया। सीरियसली, इंडियन मीडिया इज अ वेरी जनरल टर्म which covers whole of India's information sector. That includes media barons, media experts, big journalists, small journalists, newspapers, news channels, radios, journalists who work for a specific company, and even journalists who work independently. Journalists who work for money, and even journalists who have sacrificed their life for unfolding the truth. Now, for the criticism purpose, when you use the term Indian media instead of naming a specific channel or a specific reporter, then you are disgracing the martyrdom of even those journalists who didn't think even once for dying for us. One of the recent example is Mukesh Chandrakar. Now, if you don't know about him, then sorry, you have no right to comment over Indian media. Now, I do understand that you are fed up of fake news, frustrated of sensationalism, disheartened seeing the condition of today's media industry, which is even accepted by the journalists of tomorrow. What do you think is the condition of the today's media industry?
I think it need people like us. We need. I cannot say a lot about what is happening right now because I don't know. I have my reasons, but we need a lot more of, not just more, but a lot of more of responsible and reasonable journalists in this nation. And the way our mainstream media is performing, I think it needs some reality check and some kind of revolution, I can say.
There is a lack of neutral media, I think. And I think आज के टाइम पे पब्लिक को ज़्यादा मतलब लाना चाहिए टीवी के सामने। मीडिया को पब्लिक को सपोर्ट करना चाहिए, नॉट पॉलिटिशियंस और अदर थिंग्स। तो आई थिंक उनके क्वेश्चंस लेना चाहिए, जो कि आज के टाइम पे थोड़ा सा कम होता जा रहा है।
ये हो गई है कि आप किसी भी तरह के विकास पे कोई भी चर्चा नहीं होती है। ये आप भी जानते हैं, हम भी जानते हैं, सेम एज के हैं, तो हम ये जान पा रहे हैं। हर एक आप जब किसी न्यूज़ चैनल्स का जब आप वो कार्यक्रम उठाएंगे तो उसमें आप पाएंगे कि कोई झुठलाने वाली बात नहीं है। ये आप देख सकते हैं, ये आँख देख की बात है कि किसी भी चैनल नाम नहीं लूँगा, किसी भी चैनल का देख सकते हैं, उसमें डेवलपमेंट पे, शिक्षा पे एक भी कार्यक्रम, एक भी डिबेट नहीं होगा। लेकिन अलग अलग विषयों पे, धर्म पे, राजनीति पे, इस पे आपको डिबेट देखने को मिला, जो इसका डिमेरिट भी है।
Really devastating. Even being one of the young journalists या aspiring journalist, I believe के बहुत सारे changes और reforms की ज़रूरत है, transparency की ज़रूरत है, सही चीज़ों को सही लोगों को दिखाने की ज़रूरत है. So condition is not really nice.
But still, all of us need to understand that just by simply complaining won't work, and complaining in front of outsiders won't bring us any good to us. So if you want the change, then bring the change. But what we do instead, we go to foreign YouTube channels, Instagram pages, Twitter handles, and write in the comment section that Indian media is a joke. Do people even understand the consequences of commenting such things for trying to gather the foreign support? You don't realize, but you open your doors wide enough, inviting outsiders to colonize you again. You show them how weak Indians are, that they cannot bring change on our own, and we need the validation of outsiders. When we write that Indian media is a joke, or do not believe the Indian media, world, you beware of the Indian media, do not believe on its facts, then you are spreading this message. And do you think by doing such things, you are actually influencing them to help you? And if yes, then sorry, but you are in a lullaby. You know nothing about world political scenario or how it worked. Same thing happened in 17th century when East India Company came for trade in India and Britishers colonized us. Now, before explaining you all that how are this tendency of reaching for outsiders' help and validation led to our colonization, let us firstly move and see what it means to take powers in your hands to bring the change. Why do you want to be a journalist?
I always wanted to do something for the society, and I think in this era of misinformation, we need true and honest people, and I think I can contribute in this way because personally, if I would say that I can explain in a much better way to a lot of people, I can connect with people, so I think I can contribute in that way.
पत्रकार समाज में जो घटनाएं हो रही हैं उनको कहीं ना कहीं दिखाता है, ठीक है। और जो सत्ता के गलियारों में जो लोग बैठे होते हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं समाज से कट हो जाते हैं। तो एज अ पत्रकार हम ग्राउंड रियलिटी को दिखाते हैं, समाज को दिखाते हैं, जिससे कि लोगों की जो समस्याएं होती हैं, जो सरकार में हैं जिम्मेदार लोग हैं, उन तक पहुंचती हैं और उसका निवारण होता है। ये कहीं ना कहीं एक सोशल वेलफेयर का ही काम होता है। इसलिए मैं पत्रकारिता में इंटरेस्टेड हूँ और फिर इसलिए मैं IMC आया हूँ।
तो मुझे जर्नलिज्म बहुत ज़्यादा अट्रैक्ट करता है. लाइक आई वांट टू क्वेश्चन पॉलिटिशियंस, आई वांट टू क्वेश्चन अथॉरिटीज़. आई हैव लॉट्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इन माय माइंड, सो फॉर दैट आई वांट टू बी अ जर्नलिस्ट.
चूँकि जो मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया है उनके एंकर्स, उनके रिपोर्टर्स हर एक गांव की समस्या से रूबरू नहीं हो सकते हैं. इसके लिए आज के दौर में ज़रूरी है कि सोशल मीडिया और जो डिजिटल मीडिया है उसको बढ़ावा देना चाहिए, ताकि जो ग्राउंड पे जो भी समस्याएं हो रही है, अगर छोटी छोटी समस्याएं हो रही है, वो सामने आ सके. आप
रेगुलेशंस और लीगल पर्सपेक्टिव से देखें तो उसके लिए वी हैव अ बेस्ट लॉज इन द वर्ल्ड, बट आई थिंक व्हाट वी लैक इज़ द इम्प्लीमेंटेशन. Proper implementation should be there, and people like us who are aspiring journalists, we can go for things like social auditing. फॉर इंस्टेंस कहीं रोड बनी है तो वहाँ पे ब्लॉग बनाया कि रोड की कंडीशन कैसी है. क्या रोड बनने के 2 महीने बाद ही उसे फिर खोद दिया पाइप डालने के लिए. सो दिस इज़ हाउ वी कैन मेक चेंज.
There has to be a credibility and accountability, and every person being in this field should be responsible for it.
These are the students of India's most prestigious mass communication college, Indian Institute of Mass Communication, IIMC. They too are Gen Z. They too use social media. They too use Twitter handles, and they too criticize media. But still they decided to step into this world of media to change it. Now, this can be done by all of us. Because of some news channels, because of some media, do not criticize India's whole information sector and whole media industry. If you think that news channels are not showing correct information and they are biased, and you think that you have the correct information, then bring it on. Indian Constitution is not discriminating on this, and that's why there is Article 19(1)(a) rather than any specific Press Freedom Act. Just remember, it's your country, your problems. Resolve it on your own instead of screaming in front of whole world ki Indian media big chuki hai. Now coming back to explain you all my statement of how our tendency for reaching for outsiders, help and validation led to our colonization. Of course, India's colonization is a complex process, but one such factor was the invitation and the support extended to the foreign entities such as the East India Company by the local rulers. Some Indian kingdoms and Indian rulers sought help from East India Company to resolve its internal disputes or battles with the neighboring countries. But at what cost? It resulted in the company exploiting such opportunities to expand its influence, control, and eventually its territory. Indian rulers involved foreign powers to resolve their internal disputes rather than resolving them on their own, and the examples are numerous. 1746 Carnatic Wars between the Chanda Sahib versus Muhammad Ali, each side allied with the European power. 1757 Battle of Plassey, Mir Jafar allied with company to overthrow Siraj. 4th Anglo-Mysore War, Nizam invited British help against Mysore. Okay, now moving to the next part. Since most of us have our mobile phones now and any of us can record our views, like I too said that if you have the correct information then bring it on, then what is the requirement, what is the need of journalist? I think that you all must be wondering through such question. और मुझे लगता है कि इस नीड को IIMC के स्टूडेंट्स से ज़्यादा और कोई अच्छा नहीं बता सकता. Why do you think journalists are important? Like we can see that in today's generation are consuming news from the Twitter handles and the social media, and their faith are fading over the journalists.
I think journalists are important. Not just they just don't deliver the news. They are the we can say agent between the news giver and news taker. They are not at the receiver's end, not at the sender's end. They are someone in between. Who is simplifying the facts and simplifying the news for us, for the people who are sitting and who don't have much real life experience, so they can perceive the news as it should be perceived.
सी सोशल मीडिया एंड इंटरनेट आज के टाइम पे एवरीवन इज़ जर्नलिस्ट. ओके, सबके पास फ़ोन है, सब शुरू हो जाते हैं कहीं भी. लेकिन बिकॉज ऑफ दिस मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन इज़ लीडिंग. ओके, मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन हर जगह फैल रही है. उसके लिए जर्नलिस्ट होने चाहिए एंड क्रेडिबिलिटी वो खुद बना सकते हैं अपनी पर्सनैलिटी से लाइक
Well, I believe that journalist, because I want to become one, so need तो है तो need इसलिए है because journalists and anchors are always the face of the channels and face हमेशा credible और confident होना चाहिए. आज के टाइम में कोई भी उठ के अपना फ़ोन और माइक लेके जर्नलिस्ट बन सकता है. सिटीज़न जर्नलिज्म बहुत ईजी है. बट अगर आज भी कोई भी न्यूज़ कहीं पर भी होती है, सो हमारे पेरेंट्स हमेशा कहते हैं टीवी खोल के पहले चेक करो, बिकॉज दैट हैज़ अ क्रेडिबिलिटी, बिकॉज दैट हैज़ अ नीड, एंड बिकॉज इट हैज़ अ नीड, दैट इज़ वाई देयर इज़ अ रिक्वायरमेंट.
And what is this new environment of always babbling that Indian media is so fake, Indian media never shows the truth, Indian media is so below the World Press Freedom Index, and that Indian media showed false information during the Operation Sindoor? Do you think that Western media is trustworthy? If yes, then you need to watch this.
It's true that this is a very uncharacteristic name for a military operation. You know, generally operations have very warlike names.
Your reaction to the developments of the last few hours, please.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. First, I offer my condolences to the victims, to the families of those martyred in this late night cowardly attack by Indian forces.
Well, there's growing evidence that India lost prized fighter jets during strikes on Pakistani-controlled territory.
Second thing, regarding World Press Freedom Index, I want to quote the director of Hindi journalism of Indian Institute of Mass Communication. Of course, I do not have the clippings, so it's just simply the quotation that I wrote. If you think Indian media is not free, then media is not free in any country, because India is a place where politicians have to reply even to small journalists. Now, third, regarding the media showing the false information during the Operation Sindoor, we journalists take full responsibility that it was wrong. But I think that we need to at least once see the other side as well. You know, it was a war, and war needs survival by any means. Media is not supposed to show the exact facts until and unless it is endangering our army and our citizens. For example, during the Mumbai terror attack, when a journalist showed all sorts of correct information, we all know how it adversely affected us. So this act of showing the false information can also be seen as a deliberate act by our Indian media to confuse the citizens of the enemy country, or to wipe their trust over their army and their government. Here my video ends. My work was to set the narratives. Yours is to decide.